Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, your side mirror. And right now, let's switch gears to the second segment of the program as we talk consumer rights. This is November, right? And at times like this, when we are approaching the festive season, there's a whole lot of things that consumers should be aware of, especially things that relate to their rights. And that is why we've gone in search of the agency saddled with that responsibility to come and take us on this excursion. So we are protecting your rights as a consumer in Lagos. LASCOPA to the rescue. And joining me in the studios this morning is a great friend of the house and one who's no stranger to the microphone. Afolabi Solebo is General Manager of the Lagos State Consumer Protection Agency, LASCOPA. Nice to have you back in the building. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Wonderful. So the last time you were here was sometime around July. 4 months down the line, how are things faring with LASCOPA?
Well, thank you. Things are faring very well. We've been able to carry a lot of consumer sensitization and continuous public enlightenment.
Right.
We've been in secondary schools, primary schools, and also we are going to higher institutions to sensitize the public and the students about their rights and also their responsibilities. And also we've been sensitizing the public on the danger of exposure of plastic bottle drinks under sunlight.
Okay.
And also we are working towards having more offices in local governments.
Okay, so you're expanding the horizon.
We're expanding the horizon to bring LASCOPA closer to the people.
Which is very, very good. But when you look at all of this, I know you've scored a whole lot of, there's a whole lot of milestones from LASCOPA, but judging and giving a kind of assessment, how accepted is LASCOPA now? Is LASCOPA in the consciousness of people in Lagos?
Yes, thank you very much. LASCOPA is very much in the consciousness of Lagosians. I can say this because of moderate achievement, and when it comes to the issue of awareness, sometimes when the complainant come to the office, or maybe you receive mail or through any of our social media handles, by mere writing to the respondent on the other side, it matter in most cases are even resolved immediately once they hear about LASCOPA, because the fear of LASCOPA is the beginning of wisdom in Lagos State.
For those who do business in Lagos. Yes. All right, so let's talk about this. So for those who might not know LASCOPA, what do you guys do, and at what point can people get in touch with you?
Yes, thank you very much. LASCOPA is an agency established by law to ensure that consumers in Lagos State do get value for money and satisfaction. And this came about because of the avalanche of complaints by members of the public who believe that their rights are being infringed upon by service providers and business owners as well. So, and also the agency was saddled with the responsibility of protecting consumers against unfair trade practices, exploitation, and sales of hazardous product that is dangerous to life, and also to ensure that consumers not only get value for money, but also satisfaction.
Okay. All right. A flash update coming in from the K2 end. Traffic managers there says there's an accident involving a Toyota Hilux vehicle having brake failure. This is on the main carriageway. And of course, in the process, damaged 4 other vehicles before finally coming to a stop at the median around that end at Ile bus stop. So take note of that. Those of you within that end, that's where the accident is. But we have traffic managers on ground doing the needful. All right. So you've been around for some years and you scored a whole lot of victories, so to say. But in all of this, what are the most common complaints that are brought to LASCOPA?
Well, thank you. We cannot really say that there are so many common issues that arises when it comes to consumer rights and the complaints and resolution, particularly electricity. We receive lots of complaints from people. The consumer when it comes to service being rendered by IKDC and EKDC.
Right. Also,
on the issue of banking, we've received lots of complaints, and most of them are being resolved, even in Nigerian naira and US dollars.
Okay.
When it comes to issue of automobiles, we've recovered, I've gotten a refund for even brand new vehicles bought
Wow.
And even when it comes to fixing vehicles and maybe the mechanic or the company refuse to do the needful after an agreed amount and time within which the vehicle must be returned to the consumer. Then also we'll talk about the transportation. And this is very important because when it comes to the issue of transportation, both airlines and road transportation, the agency have recovered over 40 million naira and 10,000 US dollars. That is when it comes to both local and international airlines. And this is one of the reasons why we are seeking more collaboration. And in the next few hours, precisely on Thursday, the agency will be signing an MOU with the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission in Abuja.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's this collaboration all about?
Yeah, thank you very much. There are some infringement that are not within the purview of the Lagos State Consumer Protection Agency.
Okay.
And that's why we have the federal body, particularly when it comes to the issue of airlines and these loan sharks and other things that are not within the jurisdiction of the agency.
Oh.
So with the collaboration with the federal body and the synergy with the office of the federal body in Lagos, we'll be able to carry out a whole lot of joint investigation and joint enforcement so that they should know that the LASCOPA in Lagos State, as Mr. Governor says, there's zero tolerance for the breach of consumer rights in Lagos State.
Okay.
So the collaboration and the signing of the MOU is very, very important.
When is it going to be? On Thursday, right?
Yes, definitely on Thursday in Abuja, we'll be signing that.
Wonderful.
With FCCPC.
Okay, then Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. This morning, I would like you to talk to our guests, really, because it's all about you as a consumer. Are there some areas, some gray areas that you would like the LASCOPA General Manager to help, bring some levels of clarity? You can feel free to join us this morning so that we can put all of that in proper perspective. And the numbers that you can use is 080-99-120-777. That's 080-99-120-777. Or you can also try 091-5387-7127. Okay, that's 091-5387-7127. Let's touch a bit on the expansion. You said you want to expand your presence to other localities. At the moment, how many localities can we find LASCOPA?
Yeah, thank you very much. Apart from our head office that is at number 2B Soji Adepegba Close off Allen Avenue, we are in Ikorodu local government. We are in Badagry local government. We are in Ikoyi Obalende local government. We are in Bariga LCDA. We are also in we are also in Ikoyi Obalende.
Okay.
But as the year runs out and in the next couple of weeks, we'll be opening at Ekpe local government.
Okay.
Solo local government and Hojo local government.
Oh.
So the intention as prescribed by the law is for the agency to be closer to the people so that rather than coming all the way from those localities to come and lodge your complaint, you can just lodge your complaints there. And we will be also be giving phone numbers to that other licensing offices if you.
Oh, right. Okay, then that would be good. So that means you are getting closer to the people and people can report complaints as quickly as possible.
Yes.
All right. Messages coming in for you. 080-99-120-777. We're talking consumer rights, especially now that we are inching closer and closer to the Yuletide season. Yeah. This one says, good morning, Lagos Traffic Radio. How can I report a company that sold me fake or faulty goods? Sheikh Ibrahim is sending that one in. Fake or faulty goods. How can they report that?
Yes, Sheon, you can either walk into any of offices mentioned, or definitely you can reach us on any of the social media handles, LASGCOPA, on Instagram, on Facebook, and on X. You can also send an email to us to lodge your complaint at lascopa@lagosstate.gov.ng or lascopa@gmail.com. So those are the various ways you can lodge your complaint. And in case of some emergency, you can reach us on our hotlines and lodge your complaints. And the the receiver will be telling you the necessary steps you should take, and it is instant that you get a response. Somebody always at the back end to take your phone.
Right.
Yes.
And they're able to receive your complaints.
Receive your complaints at the same time.
Let's talk about people that, there's always terms and conditions when you want to buy certain things, especially online. Some will tell you it's non-refundable or it's non-returnable. It cannot be returned.
Yeah, that is one of the reasons why we're having a synergy with the FCCPC, because it's clearly stated that there's nothing like non-refundable or no cancellation when it comes to you buying the goods. Yeah, we find out that so many people will write it at the back of their receipt or in front of their receipt that goods bought cannot be returned. But we are saying that if the goods you are selling is of good quality and it has warranty, definitely if there's an issue, we need to resolve that issue. There's nothing like no refund policy, and we can say that. And in respect of that, also people doing online marketing, we also say that goods bought cannot be refunded. But unfortunately for them, we've been able to recover over 21 million naira.
Wow.
From issues like that when it comes to no refund and online marketing.
Okay, so that is very, very nice. This one says, good morning, sir. What kind of proof do I need before making a complaint? Mr. Okon is sending that one in. Okay, Okon, thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Okon, thank you very much. As this is one of the education that we've been telling members of the public. If you're buying any goods anywhere, or maybe you have been rendered any services, it behoves on you to collect your receipt of payment, so that you have an evidence that you actually bought that product there, or you bought those goods there. So at least you start from there, so that the agency will have.
So the receipt is sufficient.
It is sufficient.
All right. The process of filing a claim, filing a complaint to the office, how does it work? It
is very seamless, and I also want to say to members of the public that Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Olu has made it very easy that you do not have to pay a dime when lodging your complaint, and it is seamless. You just walk into any of our offices, send your email, or write a complaint on any of the social media handles, and definitely you get a response. And peradventure, in a situation where we are not even able to resolve the matters amicably between parties in our office, the agency will even go to court free on behalf of the complainant.
Wow. And how long does it take for most of those cases that are brought to you to be resolved?
It doesn't take time. Once we're able to get across to the respondent on the other side, we invite them to the office. And just like I told you, in some cases, they don't even need to come to the office, because most of them know the rights of consumers, and they will quickly resolve it there.
Right.
Because we always tell them that if there's no consumer, there won't be any business.
Let's take this call that's coming in. Lagos Traffic Radio. Hello there. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
All right. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is
Sheyi. How are you doing?
I'm very good.
Talk to me.
So I want to know, do you help online stores as well, or just physical stores?
Yes, thank you, Sheyi. When it comes to the issue of online marketing, our own advice to the consumer is to ensure that even if you are doing online marketing or online transaction, ensure that you have an address or a phone number of the marketer.
Okay.
So that peradventure there's an issue, we'll be able to verify the address or the phone number of their bot. That is why we keep telling people doing online marketing that avoid, if you can, if you do not trust the person on the other side, avoid doing payment before delivery.
Okay, it has to be payment after delivery.
Payment on delivery is what you should at least limit yourself to. If you do not have enough information on the seller of the product, so do payment on delivery rather than payment before delivery. But peradventure you have the address or contact of the person selling the goods to you, then you can go ahead, and so that we always have somebody at least to invite or to help resolve the issue.
All right, Sheyi, I hope you've gotten that. Okay, he's gone. 08099120777 091-5387-7127. Those are the numbers. If you want to also put your questions across as relates to consumer rights. This one says, please, sir, does LASCOPA also help with landlord and tenant disputes? Alimat from Aja.
Alimat, that is not within the purview of LASCOPA. But there's an agency created by the state as well, that is the Citizens Mediation Bureau,
Okay.
where you can lodge your complaint when it comes to the issue of landlord and tenant matters.
That can be sorted.
Definitely.
In that particular agency. All right, then. So, if I bought a good and let's say 1 week or 2 weeks, I've been using it and it goes bad or it starts going bad, can I still return that? Can I still make a case for it?
Definitely, I said that earlier. There's nothing like no refund. So far, the product ordinarily should serve a purpose for which it was bought, and it has a warranty. So there must be an issue which we want to listen to both parties. And if we find out that such product is defective in nature or ab initio, definitely we'll be asking for a replacement or a refund.
Right. Let's talk about products within certain stores. What does the law say really when I go to a store? Should there be price displays? How does it work?
Yeah, thank you very much. The law is very clear. If you're operating or selling any goods or products in a supermarket, or there must be display of the prices in the store, so that the consumer will know how much the product is, rather than getting to the till while the one on the shelf is saying that 2,000 naira, on getting to the till is saying that 3,500 or 4,000 naira. That is exploitation of consumer. And that takes us to the issue of, in as much as consumers do have rights,
right,
consumers also have responsibilities, which are not limited to having to take personal decision,
okay,
and having to be careful wherever you're buying a product. A consumer must also be responsible by being watchful and voice out where you believe that any of your rights has been infringed upon or is about to be infringed upon. A consumer must also be enlightened and be responsible while doing any business, or and you should be able to express your view as well. I mean, right there and then,
right,
to let the seller of the goods to know that, oh, I'm a consumer. I know my rights, and these are my responsibility to express my view. And so, in as much as consumers do have right, they must be ready to take action as well by seeking redress where you think your rights have been infringed upon.
Okay, then. So the accident on Lagos Seabird Expressway, we're still tracking it. I understand just before the Red Roof inward Lagos, the update says traffic personnel already on ground right now. So let's see what you can do to help bring sanity towards that location. 08099120777 091-5387-7127. Those are the numbers that you can call. We're still also tracking the Surulere end. Traffic is still looking good. But the incident report from K2, we're also looking at that. An accident involving a Toyota Hilux having brake failure. That's on the main carriageway. It hit 4 other vehicles before getting to a stop by the median there at Ilile bus stop. So take note of that, those of you that are within that corridor as well. All right, so now that we're approaching the Yuletide season, Mr. Solebo, what are things that listeners should be aware of? What are things that you keep at the back of their minds?
Yes, thank you very much for mentioning the issue of this Yuletide season. Consumer, like I said earlier on, must be responsible by taking personal decision, because in this particular period, that is when some unscrupulous elements will bring out their about to expire or expired products. They bring out products that are not good for human consumption. They bring out the products that harmful
or expired.
And with that, the state will not just be closing his eyes or look away from that. If you are found to be selling expired products during that time, there will be no mercy, because the agency will be forced to enforce according to the law by sealing and ensuring that such a supermarket or store or grocery store do pay fine. And The advice is just for members of the public, Lagosian, to ensure and also report to LASCOPA where they see things like that, because we all have to be our brothers keepers. And for those about selling or thinking about selling those products, we say you have to be ready to face the wrath of the law.
Perishable goods, does that fall under your purview?
Yeah, perishable goods. Are we supposed to be selling perishable goods if
No.
they are not in good condition?
Okay. So what I'm
Yes,
saying, I
because
mean,
of the danger, the health hazard it might cause.
so but do you make intervention on those kind of sales? For instance?
Definitely, if we get report, we'll do investigation into such.
Okay, then further updates from the Shomolu corridor says there's an ongoing construction by Julius Berger Construction Company, and this is at Ido Onigbe, right? Officers on ground monitoring and managing the traffic at that location. 08099120777. Gradually winding to the end of the program this morning. But now that you've given us things that we can look out for, people do lots of shoppings now. You go to the malls, there are lots of malls, and there'll be lots of a beehive of activities in those places. But let's take this call. Hello there, good morning. Yes, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
All right.
I'm calling from Omoni.
Great. Tunde, it's nice to have you.
Yes. I just like to ask a question.
Yes.
So, because I'm sure you're aware of the record. I'm not trying to call it particular brand, but
Mm.
I'm sure we all know this particular, like this Titus sardine and Asia,
Right.
Asia can product.
Mm-hmm.
So, because of the economy, the price has gone up.
Okay.
Notice now that you go to the supermarket, there are so many new names of all these canned products that I don't know. I want to believe that this SON, I don't know who gives them license. I want to be some of them just package it, because I've tried some of these imitation ones. And I must tell you, they are really very bad. I don't even know how stores, stores will always want to sell their products because they have maybe they give them instructions on how they sell it. But what LASCOPA has been about getting all these superior quality canned products, just like, for instance, milk.
Right.
There are so many new names of milk. Like you just enter a new place, say a new name, it's 2 days milk. Anybody can just get the product and some happen to just sell it. Like,
Okay.
milk, put them inside tea, and you will just have floating on top of it.
Right.
Maybe because of the price, you see some milk, 100 naira.
Right.
You see like this milk is like 700 or so. I'm just an example.
So you want
Market sell them.
so you want to know what LASCOPA is doing, right?
Yeah.
So you want to know what LASCOPA is doing in that direction, right? Thank you so much, Tunde, for your contribution. But it speaks to, something that relates to counterfeiting, like fake products and all of that. So,
Yes, thank you,
what's your
Mr.
effort in that
Tunde
direction?
from
Molly,
Omoli.
yes.
You see, it is very important when you see things like this and you bring it to the attention of LASCOPA, which is the agency saddled with the responsibility of protecting consumers in Lagos State.
All right.
We are saying to you, Mr. Tundes and other consumers in Lagos, do not suffer in silence. Come to talk of the products you're talking about, it is very essential to know also that any product, any consumables that does not have product information, like NAFDAC number, the day it was manufactured, the day it will expire, the address or phone number that might be written on those products, do not buy. And if you see them in supermarkets or grocery stores, please do not keep quiet.
All right.
Extend it, or you have to escalate it to Lagos State Consumer
All right, quickly, this
Protection
one just
Agency.
popped in. It says, good morning. Does LASCOPA cover disappointment from marketers if they don't deliver on time, on the agreed time? Sheung is sending that one in from Ikeja.
If they are not delivered on time, that one is not within the scope of LASCOPA.
So you
Unlike
can't
it is not delivered at all.
At all,
That is
okay.
service.
All right, quickly, let's round off the program right now. So how can they contact you, those that are listening to us right now?
Yes, first and foremost, in case you want to lodge your complaint at LASCOPA, you can reach us on these two hotlines: 081 2499 3895, 081 2499 3895, or 091 5389 4878, 091 5389 4878.
All right. We'll leave it at that for now. It's nice having you in the building. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right. He is Afolabi Solebo, the General Manager of the Lagos State Consumer Protection Agency. And this morning, we've been able to look at how best to protect your rights as a consumer in Lagos. LASCOPA to the rescue. Dayo Anthony has produced the program. Maximum shout out going out to Daniel Downsey and Remy Aluko, both of them of our social media unit. And I say a big thank you to our executive producer, Tayo Akonle. My name is Victor Oteri. I'm out. Stay very much within. Bye.